happy Halloween, as this is going to come out on the 31st of October. This year's Halloween special ain't going to be too good, but I've decided to have a look at some short scary videos. As you can see, it's on TikTok for now, so I'm just going to have to load up.
Furious, I slap.
Hold up. The video is not going to be too long. I'm expecting about 10 minutes, maybe. So, hold on. Let me just go try and find... Right, go for this one.
My name is Robert. My girlfriend and I live in a house in the woods.
Now, between each part, I'll give my thoughts and if it's scary or not. And this video is kind of just a bit rushed. That's why maybe the sounding might not be that great. Because I just wanted a Halloween special. So yeah, sit back, enjoy, get some sweets, popcorn, drink, whatever, some sort of food and drink. Enjoy. Yeah.
Away from people. It may be that moving away from the world may be frowned upon by everyone, but if you had a neighbor like Willie the Stalker, you would understand me. When we moved in, we immediately met William, not because he showed up, but because both my girlfriend and I saw him spying on us from his house. The neighbors warned us that this man was in the neighborhood recently, and during that time he had terrorized the whole neighborhood. During the day, he only spied on people through the window, but at night, many said they saw him trying to enter the neighbors' houses or approaching the children to talk to them. I was sure that this was all a lie, as my neighbors also mistreated me for no reason in my previous neighborhood. To remove my doubts, I went to say hello to William while my girlfriend was unpacking. When I rang his doorbell, a strange man appeared. I greeted him in a friendly manner, but my optimism faded rather quickly. The man didn't return my greeting. He just stared at me with a tetric look that stopped my heart. He was full of pent-up anger and looked like he was going to open the door and attack me at any moment.
Hello? My name is Robert. That didn't end well.
After that, I decided to listen to the neighbors. Maybe this was a man I should not approach, but in the next few days, I could not prevent him from approaching us, for security reasons. On the same day we moved in, we installed a camera on the front door. The previous owner's door was broken for some reason. We finished with the move and settled in. But soon after, I realized that something was wrong. The camera was in a different position. Someone had moved it. I went to look at the recordings and, terrified, we saw how Willie had been trying to break our cameras. I was furious, and even my name is how Willie had been trying to break our cameras. I was furious, and even though I let it go that day, I watched the next few days as the same thing happened, over and over again, until one day he broke the camera. That had been the straw that broke the camcorder's back. Furious, I went to knock on the neighbor's door and, unlike the previous time, this one opened by itself, and there was no one behind it. With some curiosity, I began to explore the dark house, but I saw no one nearby. I was struck by the fact that I saw many family pictures, but none of them was Willie. The lights could be turned on, but it would surely alert the man. I didn't know what I expected to find here. I knew this was trespassing, but I didn't care. I heard noises coming from the basement, so I went downstairs and began hiding. I slowly walked up the stairs to see what the sounds were. When I saw what was happening, I almost fell to the floor in terror. On the floor, chained together, were at least 5 people. All these people were naked, with their private parts covered by bandages. All the people were connected to each
Sorry guys, that's my fault. Just need to move it.
other as if they were a centipede. Their mouths were cooked to the back of their bodies. This was sickening and horrible. It was just like that movie.
Have you seen the human centipede, Robert?
Behind me, my neighbor stood with the sickly but shy smile, proud of what he had done.
Isn't it beautiful? The movie inspired me to do this. The guy from the second movie was a rookie, but I am a doctor like the guy from the first movie. I can do this, and it's fascinating. Who are they? Oh, didn't you see the pictures on the way over? I'm not really your neighbor. They are. And you know what? You and your girlfriend will be next.
Before the man could react or attack me, I began to beat him
1 second.
brutally. Something had taken over me. I hit him harder and harder until I wasn't even doing it in self-defense anymore. The people trapped in the centipede seemed terrified of me. By the time I was done with him, he was dead. Still alert, I heard someone start to come down the stairs. Wasn't really alone. I stole his gun and stood waiting. The footsteps became louder and louder, each one echoing throughout my body. I was terrified but ready. As soon as I saw a silhouette, I fired as fast as I could, and a dead body fell down the stairs. It was my girlfriend's.
No, 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 no! What have I done?
Suddenly, I felt someone crawling behind me. Suddenly, I felt someone crawling behind me. When I turned around, it was William. The man was still trying to attack me with a small knife.
Ah! Ah!
Still desperate, I unloaded all of my anger on him. This was the second person I had killed that day. I couldn't go to jail. Not again. If I wanted to get out of this, I would have to get my hands even dirtier. Crying, I put the gun to the family's head. And one by one, I began to execute them. I was aware that maybe they could be saved. But at that moment, I lied to them, telling myself that I was doing them a favor. I buried the bodies in the backyard and wrapped my girlfriend's body in a bag and put it in the back of my car. We were both going on one last trip. I grabbed the most important things and I went to my uncle's house in the woods. I originally wanted to go there, but my girlfriend didn't want to. I guess what she wants won't be a problem now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm more and more amazed at how easy it is to kill. Remember how I told you before that my former neighbors judged me and treated me badly? That was because I accidentally killed a teenager who wandered into our front yard. I made everyone think I shot him thinking that he was a thief. But the truth is, I knew what I was doing, and I liked it. I loved my girlfriend, but I didn't like her opinions on things. So maybe it was a good thing I accidentally killed her. Although, sometimes I wonder how accidental it was. Nowadays, we are both far from civilization. There are no more noisy neighbors or stalker like Willie to ruin our days. My relationship with her is better than ever. We hardly even argue anymore, and we get along great. Who knew we just needed... Suddenly...
I was walking home after...
Let's see how this
Are
one-
you?
Yeah.
I was walking home after being beaten up by the popular school bully Trevor when I heard a pair of footsteps following me. I looked back and saw a tall guy with red hair standing on the sidewalk. The moment our eyes met, I recognized him. He looked like Nagato from my favorite manga series, Naruto. He had long red hair and a very skinny build. I could almost count his ribs underneath his white shirt. Needless to say, I was shocked to see the guy and for a minute couldn't speak. He slowly walked up to me and said in a calm voice, "Do you need any help?" What? What? No, I was just tying my shoelaces. Help with other things. What other thing? He didn't talk for a few seconds, just kept staring at me with an expressionless face. I couldn't hold my curiosity anymore. Are you a fan of Naruto? Not Naruto. Nagato. You know he's not real. He is for me. You didn't answer my question. Do you need help? I honestly don't know what you are talking about. Trevor, do you want to teach him a lesson? Do you want vengeance? How do you know about Trevor? You ask all the wrong questions. Saying this, he started walking into this dark, narrow alley on the left. I couldn't ignore him even if I wanted to. I don't know why he didn't scare me at all. He was weird. As weird as
Sorry about this, guys, but my storage is running really low. But to make up,
and took the picture.
we'll
Frame.
just go through some of these little ones for the remainder of a few minutes. So let's see. One, the driver wasn't very chatty, so I checked my phone. I got a text saying, "Hey, it's your Uber. I'm outside." 2. I told Regina that for my third and final wish, I wanted my friend to be happy. And then it started to fade. 3. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. 4. You start to drift off into a comfortable sleep. Then you hear your name being whispered, but you live alone.
Fury.
Final one. 1. I smiled as I started swimming to the surface. That's when my head hit the ice. 2. Staring at her face, I didn't hesitate to swipe right. The crimson slash left my knife only, I don't know that word, her beauty. 3. There was a picture on my phone of me sleeping, but I live alone. And finally, number 4, I couldn't move, breathe or speak, but I could hear. We gather here today to celebrate the life of a brother, a son and a husband, and a father.
Oh, this is a true horrifying. I figured the one place.
Yeah, so I'm going to end it on that creepy pic. Sorry for the banging, that's just my ignorant 17-year-old brother. Anyway, I'm going to end it on this creepy picture of George Pig. I hope you all have a brilliant Halloween, and make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah.